Folks, imagine this. It's a crisp fall evening at AT&T Stadium, the lights blazing like a Texas sunset, and the roar of Cowboys Nation shaking the foundations. You're watching your Dallas Cowboys, America's team, claw their way back from the brink of defensive despair. And right there, in the nickel package, locking down a star receiver like it's just another day at the ranch, it's the rookie sensation, Shaven Revel Jr., making his long-awaited debut.
What a story that's about to unfold. Welcome to your Cowboys Report. I'm your host, diving deep into the blue star magic that's got us all on the edge of our seats. Buckle up, because tonight, we're talking reinforcements, redemption, and why this secondary could turn the tide in the NFC East. Let's kick things off with a headline that's lighting up every sports bar from Frisco to Fort Worth. The Dallas Cowboys rookie cornerback, Shaven Revel Jr., is on the verge of his highly anticipated debut. After a heartbreaking torn ACL sidelined him since draft day, the third-round steal from the 2025 NFL Draft is set to have his 21-day practice window cracked open this Wednesday. That's right, after months of rehab battles and those nail-biting sideline cameos, Revel's knee is firing on all cylinders. Nick Harris over at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram caught up with him in the locker room, and get this, Revel's beaming brighter than Jerry Jones after a Super Bowl run. "I'm about as happy as I've been since arriving in Dallas," he told Harris. "I completely trust the knee and I'm ready to get out there." Can you feel that electricity? It's like the first time Roger Staubach aired it out to Drew Pearson in '75, pure, unfiltered hope. But hold on, because this isn't just about one guy suiting up, it's a full cavalry charge for a defense that's been through the ringer. Remember Week 7? The Cowboys finally showed some teeth against a gritty opponent, tweaking that scheme under Dan Quinn's watchful eye. We're talking 3 sacks that had quarterbacks seeing stars, a couple of turnovers that flipped the script, and, oh man, that pick six from Darren Bland. Bland, the undrafted gem who's already etched his name in Cowboys lore, scooped that ball and rumbled 50 yards like Emmitt Smith on a sweep. It was the best defensive outing of the season so far, a glimmer in what's been a dark cloud. Through 6 weeks, this unit's been the league's punching bag. Dead last in points allowed, yards conceded, you name it. Jerry Jones, ever the optimist with that silver tongue, kept preaching patience. Help's on the way, folks. We're not worried. And boy, was he right. Now, with the bye week looming in early November, these reinforcements couldn't come at a better time. Let's zoom in on Shaven Revel, because this kid's got that Dallas DNA written all over him. Hailing from East Carolina, where he balled out for 3 seasons with 70 tackles, 3 picks, a sack, a fumble recovery, and even a touchdown on a wild pick, Revel was the gem the Cowboys snagged at pick 78 in April's draft. Scouts raved about his ball skills, that twitchy footwork, and a knack for jumping routes like he knows your playbook better than you do. But then, bam, ACL tear in training camp. It's the kind of setback that tests legends, like when Tony Romo nursed that back in '08 and came roaring back. Revel's been grinding in the shadows, watching Trayvon Diggs and Jordan Lewis hold down the fort amid injuries and inconsistencies. The secondary's been a revolving door, pass defense ranked 29th, allowing over 280 yards a game through the air. It's no wonder fans have been howling louder than a pack of wolves at the moon. But here's the tactical breakdown. Revel slots in as that nickel corner, the quick-twitch guy who shadows slot receivers in today's spread offenses. Pair him with Bland's instincts and Diggs' shutdown vibe when healthy, and suddenly, you're talking about a backfield that can bend but not break. Quinn's been scheming more man coverage lately, and Revel's press technique? Chef's kiss. It's like adding a Ferrari to a stable of pickup trucks, sudden speed that could torch those NFC East aerial attacks. And speaking of breakouts, let's not sleep on the other big return. Linebacker DeMarvion Overshown, the Texas-born Thunderbolt whose 21-day window opens this week too. Overshown's no stranger to the spotlight. He exploded last season with 90 tackles, 5 sacks, a forced fumble, a recovery, an INT, and a score. That's not rookie numbers. That's future All-Pro territory. Coming off that knee rehab, he's the missing piece in a front 7 that's been gashed for 150 rushing yards per game. Imagine Overshown blitzing off the edge, Micah Parsons drawing double teams, and DeMarcus Lawrence cleaning up the scraps. The Cowboys' D-line, anchored by Parsons, the sack machine who's already got 6.5 this year, has the talent, but depth's been the killer. With Overshown back, we're looking at a unit that could climb from the cellar to the top, 15 by December. Statistically, Last year's Cowboys secondary allowed just 192 passing yards per game. This year's at 285. Flip that script with Revel and Overshone, and you're playoff bound, mark my words. Now, let's pump the brakes and put this in historical context, because nothing gets Cowboys Nation fired up like a good throwback. Remember 1992? The year Jimmy Johnson rebuilt that secondary with Kevin Smith and Larry Brown, turning a porous pass defense into a Super Bowl wall. Or fast forward to 2016, when that no-fly zone backfield with Orlando Scandrick and Byron Jones suffocated the league. Dallas has always thrived when the corners lock in. It's in our blood, from the days of Mel Renfro patrolling the flat in the 70s to Everson Wall's pick party in the 80s. Statline trivia for you diehards. The Cowboys hold the NFL record for most interceptions in a season with 49, back in '82. And against our blood rivals? That Eagles secondary's been leaky too. Philly's allowed 14 passing TDs already, but with Jalen Hurts scrambling like a madman, Revel's coverage could neutralize those gadget plays. Giants. Daniel Jones loves those underneath dumps. Overshone's tackling will stuff him cold. Commanders. Jaden Daniels is electric, but a shored-up Dallas D means no more backyard barbecues. This isn't just reinforcement. It's resurrection, echoing the grit that won us those 5 rings and earned the America's Team crown from none other than NFL Films in '78. To break it down further, I caught up, hypothetically, of course, with Cowboys DC Dan Quinn after practice. "Look, we've been battle-tested," he'd say in that gravelly tone. Revel's got that ECU fire, smart, sticky coverage that doesn't quit. Pair him with Overshone's motor, and it's like unleashing 2 heat-seeking missiles. The kids are hungry, the vets are guiding. By weeks our reset button. And from the man himself, Dak Prescott, texting from the QB room, "Man, seeing Siobhan back? That's huge. Our O's been carrying the load. CD's yards after catch, my arm holding up despite the line woes, but defense wins championships. Let's eat." Fictional? Sure, but you can hear the truth in it. Fans are buzzing too, overheard at the Star. Finally! Revel's gonna shut down those diva WRs like Lamb owns the sideline. It's that passion, that unyielding Blue Star belief, tying us back to icons like Staubach's Hail Mary or Smith's 18,355 rushing yards. Hell, even pop culture's in on it. Think Troy Aikman bantering with Joe Buck on Monday Night Football, or that epic Friday Night Lights nod to Texas gridiron glory. With the World Series wrapping up, congrats to the Rangers on that 23 magic. Cowboys fever's hitting fever pitch, blending baseball's underdog spirit with our football dynasty dreams.